a 39-fight veteran who enters the ring with a record of 36 wins, 34 of those coming inside the distance against 3 defeats. Hailing from Trenú, Chubut, Argentina, he is the former WBC Junior Welterweight Champion of the World. Damas y caballeros, presentando Lucas La Máquina Matthysse. Presenting Beriosovo, Russia. He is the former WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, Dami Gaspada, presenting the Siberian Rocky, Ruslan Provodnikov.
What up, everyone? Now we're going to do the fight breakdown between Lucas Matthysse versus Ruslan Provodnikov. You guys picked it, you voted for it, and here it is. And this fight is exciting because these are 2 knockout artists, and everyone was excited because it was only a matter of time till we see who's had the better chin. Everyone was always at the edge of their seat for this fight. So let's break it down round by round, see how it goes, and I hope score along if you guys want. You know the drill. It's not controversial, but I love scoring each round and explaining afterwards. So let's hop right into the fight. Round number 1. You can see Lucas Matthysse bouncing around, trying to move. He's already, you can see Matthysse wants to box and Ruslan wants to be the pressure fighter. And normally you can see Lucas Matthysse trying to jab, throw his right hand and move. Normally you can tell Lucas respects Ruslan's power, because normally Lucas Matthysse is the one that comes forward or will sit there and try to land his big shots. But you can already see that he's trying to box and move and throw his hard shot. And I think Ruslan needs to jab more, use his head movement and jab on the inside, because Ruslan, one thing I've noticed about Ruslan, he prefers you staying in front. He has a hard time with boxers that move, so I think he needs to move his head and work his jab to get on the inside. And good overhand right from Ruslan, and good right hand from Matthysse. And I think Matthysse should be trying to throw stiff, hard jabs just to make Ruslan respect him. Good defense, and he shouldn't be trying to stay nowhere near the ropes. That's definitely where Ruslan has a lot of successes, when you're on the ropes. I even would say, maybe not right now, but every time Ruslan ducks low, Lucas Matthysse should shoot that right hand left uppercut, lift him up. Good right hand from Ruslan. You can see Ruslan's looking for that overhand right. I feel like that the overhand right is one of his best punches, but I feel like Ruslan's best punch is that left hook. You can see this is not really like a filling out round. Well, it's kind of the filling out round, but you can see both guys are looking for big shots right away. I think Ruslan should be trying to jab and work, touch the body too. Good right hand from Matthysse. Good 1-2 from Matthysse. And that's all Matthysse got to do. Keep that distance. 1-2. Turn him just like that. Good body shot. But I would say Matthysse can't stay inside there. He doesn't want to get in an exchange, because both guys can hit very hard. So if they both sit there and trade, it's going to be matter who has the better chin and who lands the better shot. Good jab left hook from Matthysse. Good jab. And that's all Matysse's got to do, is keep working that jab. Ruslan, I would say keep working his jab as well, but strong jabs to the body to slow him down and force Matthysse wanting to exchange with you. Because I think Ruslan has the better power on the inside. I think Matthysse has the better power at distance. Because a lot of Matysse's knockouts, he was like mid-range where he could fully extend it, his shots. Ruslan had a lot of knockouts or even knockdowns close inside. So that was a good round. I gave that 10-9 Lucas Matthysse. I feel like Lucas Matthysse did really good boxing, hitting and moving, working that jab, especially landing those right hands and even jabbing, hooking off that. You can see Ruslan, though, is wanting to get inside, and the moment they get inside, he starts letting his hands go. So if I was in Lucas Matthyse's corner, I would tell him working your jab. He comes inside, shoot that right hand, and then step out. Don't try to sit there and exchange or tie him up. But I would tell him is look at Matthysse, Ruslan. He starts ducking real low. I would say shoot that right hand down, not just straight. Shoot it down at him when he goes like that, but lift him up with the uppercut. Start hitting him with the uppercut, and the moment he starts popping up, finish with the right hand straight. But then I would say go back on the jab, move, use your feet, and stay away from the ropes. If I was Ruslan, I would tell him use jabs, but to the chest and to the body. Especially to the body, I would say use hard jabs to the body to slow Lucas Matthysse down and stop him moving so much. And even use that jab to force him back into the ropes where you can sit there and, work your body shots, even land that overhand right. Because you saw Ruslan's looking for that overhand right. So I would say, keep you working your jab, head movement, push Matthysse back on the ropes and start letting your hands go. And then I would also, one more thing before, I would tell Ruslan, like, the moment he tries to tie up, take a step back and hit him with short left hook right hand or a right hand left hook short. Keep your punches short. Don't let him tie you up because he's trying to slow the pace and get back into the middle ring. I would say take small steps back, hit him, and the moment he backs up, then go after him. But let's hop in round number 2 and see how that goes. Round number 2. See, Matthysse is back on his feet, trying to box, move around, and Ruslan caught him with a short hook in the inside. A good left hook from Ruslan. You can see both guys going in, trying to land those power shots. Good uppercut, left hook. Good head movement from Ruslan, but I think he should use that head movement and come up with a left hook, or even that right hand he's looking for. He shouldn't just let Matthysse like that, let his hands go. Good right hand from Matthysse earlier. Ruslan's cut. Good right hand from Matthysse. And right there, that was a good move from Matthysse. He pushed Ruslan back and then let his hands go. Like, Ruslan shouldn't be just sitting there trying to take the punches. He should be countering in between shots. Let Matthysse feel his power too. Because right now, Matthysse is feeling good, confident, letting his hands go, keeping that distance he wants. And that's good head movement, but Ruslan needs to punch off that head movement. Good, see, like that, double jab. But I would say shoot that straight right hand. He shouldn't be trying to shoot a hook from that far away. Like right there, like good hook, uppercut from Matthysse. But Ruslan should be pushing him off and then letting his hands go and work that body. I would say work the body. Good hook inside. But Ruslan should be head hunting. He should be trying to attack the body, slow him down just a little bit, and then come up top to the head. Good uppercuts, and I think that's what Matthysse needs to do, is keep using those uppercuts on the inside. And you can see that Ruslan's trying to pick up the pressure now and try and sit on those body shots. Good right hand from Matthysse. Good right hand. I like how Matthysse stepped out. So Ruslan needs to start working his jab and then start trying to punch off that too. Jab, don't just walk in, because see, Matthysse can slide an uppercut, slide a right hand. He's using that jab right now to measure Ruslan to see the distance where he can shoot shots or even take a step back. So good inside, but good left hook from Ruslan. But he can't look for one shot. He's got to let combos go. And it doesn't have to be like a 5-punch, like 2-3 shots, but make sure all of them are hard. So Matthysse is moving around, doing really good. Good body shot from, okay, referee said it was a little low, but Matthysse, it wouldn't be bad for Matthysse as well to touch the body a little bit to try to slow down Ruslan from coming forward and letting those big shots go. Good flurry from Ruslan. Good left hook. I think that may have wobbled, or not wobbled, but buzzed Matthysse a little bit. So, very good left hook. I gave that 10-9 Matthysse because Matthysse, you can see, is getting confident. He's understanding Ruslan's style, that Ruslan wants to be in close. He stays there and it doesn't really punch till he's in real close, or Matthysse is not punching. And you can see Matthysse was just letting his hands go a lot, hitting him with clean right hands, lifting him up with uppercuts, and a few times was even attacking the body. And for the most part, had control of the ring. He hit him, step back, hit him, slide, step to the side, and moved where he wanted. And Ruslan couldn't push him where he wanted. So if I was in Lucas Matthysse's corner, I would tell him, keep doing what you're doing. Everything's looking good. I would tell him, throw more uppercuts. So when Ruslan rushes in, slide in those right uppercuts, right uppercut, left uppercut. I would say right uppercut, left hook, a couple uppercuts, right, left, then the right hand, or left, then the right, whatever. I would say keep hitting him with those uppercuts. Lift his head up and just finish up top. But once you get his head popping up, finish with a hook, finish with the right hand, and then get out. Keep that distance and keep tying him up. I would tell him, keep doing what you're doing, and even touch the body a little bit. Touch him to the body and get out, because slow him down, because you saw in that second round Ruslan was trying to pick up the pace a lot more, trying to force the action and force Matthysse onto the ropes. And I would just tell him, don't get careless, because towards the end he got caught with a hook. I'd be like, make sure that right hand stands up, because we could see that overhand. He's just, just swinging that overhand. He's not hiding it behind anything. But that left hook, he's coming real strong and quick. Like I said, I think that's Ruslan's best weapon, is that left hook. So I would tell him, keep that right hand up. After every exchange, that right hand shouldn't be here or here. Keep that sucker right up here, okay? And then I would tell Ruslan, if I was in his corner, I'd be like, pick the pressure up more, but behind your jab. Don't just sit there waiting for him or just rush in because he's catching with uppercuts. I would say use your head movement. Even if you catch him, he's throwing like a 6-piece combination. Catch him in between, using your head, come up with a left hook, right hand, or come up with a right hand, left hook. I'll be like, catch him off guard, throw him off where he doesn't want to sit there and just get confidence and throw punches and land punches on you. Another thing I would tell him is also, don't wait till you get inside to let your hands go. I'll be like, from distance, work strong, hard jabs to get you in, and then shoot that overhand right. Don't stop trying to throw it from just right off the bat, because you're not in the proper distance, and Lucas Matthysse has longer arms. I think they said he has 2.5 longer reach than Ruslan. So I'd be like, work your jab, get inside, and then shoot that overhand, and then you can work right inside. But let's hop. Before I would tell him, hit that body, hit the body. You're hand hunting too much, and he's moving, he's sliding in, holding. Hit the body first, and then come up top. But let's hop into round number 3 and see how that goes. Round number 3. So you can see Matthysse trying to work that jab again. It's good exchange. See, Ruslan, if Ruslan's not going to come inside and counter, he should take a step back to stop from Matthysse, because Matthysse is staying right there. He's at the distance and he's shooting shots. Ruslan should step out. That's a lot better than sitting there taking the punches. Matthysse shouldn't get reckless with those uppercuts. He should throw them quick, even if it's not hard. Quick. He shouldn't just let it, fly like that. It was a little lazy uppercut, right uppercut he did. Good body shot from Lucas. Good left hook. Ruslan, he should work in there. Even uppercuts, throw uppercuts inside. He should take, every time that Matthysse gets close with him, he should be taking full advantage and letting his hands go, especially the uppercuts. I would say Ruslan should be using uppercuts too, because Matthysse is leaning forward. He's trying to stay away from those hooks, but he's bringing his head and body closer, and the uppercuts are right there for him. Good use of the legs from Matthysse. One thing I definitely noticed, like Matthysse, he's definitely changed his style up, and I actually, he's not really known as like a boxer. He's like I said earlier, he's a come forward type guy, but you can see how he respects Ruslan's power, and he's using his feet, he's boxing, he's moving, he's not wanting to sit there and trade much with Ruslan. Good left hook from Ruslan. So, and you can see Ruslan, he shouldn't be letting Matthysse try to hold. He should be trying to punch and fight out of it, because you can see that Lucas Matthysse is getting a little sloppy with his punches. His movement is still good, but he wants to get in close, smother himself a little bit. Like first 2 rounds, he was moving. Now you see how he's in a lot closer. He's getting a little tired. I wouldn't say like he's exhausted, but you could tell like he's not used to it. Like I said, he's hit, come forward, hit, come forward. He's the pressure fighter. Now he's got to move, and that could be very tiring and especially throwing a lot of punches. So I think he should be, Ruslan should be taking full advantage, letting his hands go just like that. So you can see that he's just trying to throw his punches, stay right there, getting close, and then take a step back. I'm talking about Lucas Matthysse. So Ruslan should be just trying to work his body, come up with uppercuts and hooks to the head after that. And even jab his way on the inside. He should jab his way on the inside. Good body shot. Good work from Ruslan. And he should take advantage right here. Work. This is where you want Matthysse, on the ropes. He's not moving. He's not doing nothing. He shouldn't headhunt. Hit the head, but go to the body and then come back up top. I would say hit the body, come back up top. And if you do throw to the head, throw uppercut first. Yeah, like I was saying, like he's too busy trying to headhunt. I think if he wants to hit to the head first, throw uppercuts. Because you see Matthysse's trying to stay in close like this. He's trying to smother Ruslan and not let him work. Or, not let him work. Or if the hooks, he blocks it or he'll go over his head like that. And he doesn't get the full impact of the hooks. So I think Ruslan should be trying to throw more uppercuts inside. Uppercut, lift him up and then you shoot your hooks. Or uppercut, work the body. Or even work the body and then come up with your uppercuts and hooks. But that was a good round. Both guys were going back and forth. Matthysse was trying to let his hands go, but you could see, like I said, he's getting a little bit tired. Ruslan seemed like he was turning up, and I gave that round to Ruslan because I liked how he kept the pressure up. He started letting his hands go more, and he was backing Matthysse up. The only thing is, like I said, he's busy trying to throw 1-2 shots. I think he should let a little bit more combos go. Or mostly he's looking for one shot, but I think when he lets his hands go, he does really good. He starts landing his shots like he caught him early, like in the middle of rounds, double jab with a right hook to the body. Like the jabs weren't landing, but that right hook landed real good. And that's what I think, if I was in Ruslan's corner, I would tell him, like, look, Matthysse's getting a little tired. Because like I said, Matthysse, this is not Matthysse's style. If you ever watch the Lucas Matthysse fight, he's a come forward guy, or even if he doesn't come forward, he's just sitting there step by step, waiting for you to slip, counter, land that big shot. You see what I'm saying? So for him to move around like this is a lot on him already. And I know it's third round, but he respects Ruslan's power. So that's why I would tell Ruslan, listen, pressure him behind your jab and work the body. Slow him down. He's using his feet. He's moving around a lot. He's throwing a lot of punches. Let's slow him down a lot more. Bang him to the body. Tire him out a lot more to the body. I would tell him, like, don't focus too much to the head. Kill the body. Like Joe Frazier said, kill the body, the head would die. Focus completely on that body. Tear that body up. Then come up top. And I would tell him, don't look for the hooks up top when you're in close. He's leaning in like this. Uppercuts. Just keep hitting him with uppercuts and finish to the body. I would say if you want to hit to the head, in close, uppercuts. Uppercuts. Nothing but hard uppercuts on the inside. If I was in Lucas Matthyse's corner, I'd be like, all right, Lucas. I would ask him, like, how are you feeling? Looking a little tired. I would tell him, listen, you don't have to move around so much. Work your jab, hit him 1-2s, and the moment he comes forward, take a step back, take 1 step back, take 2 steps back, or even, pull with your jab, keep that distance. And if he tries to rush in, let him run behind a hard right hand, and then get out, move, and the moment you get in close, smother him a little bit, hit him with like a little uppercut right hand or uppercut hook, and then get out or tie up. But don't just sit there on the ropes and let him bang you, bang to the body or to the head. He's a dangerous puncher. Don't want to get caught with anything that hurts or drops you. So I would say stay tight. And even if you're inside, roll, counter and get out. Or roll, tie up, get out. But let's hop into round number 4 and see how that goes. Round number 4. See, Matthysse is trying to move around. Ruslan's putting that pressure. Good head movement from Ruslan, but he should be punching off that head movement. And good jabs from Matthysse. Good right hand. And Ruslan, he's using the head movement, but like I said, he should be punching off the head movement. And even jabbing his way in. That was a lot better. That was a better try. But see how Matthysse is doing good. He's punching, and even though Ruslan, he may be missing, Ruslan's moving his head, he's punching and taking steps back. This is why I said Ruslan should be moving forward, using his head movement, and then punch off that. Because if not, Matthysse, even if he misses, he just takes a step back and then reset. But if you constantly give him punches, then he has to always be alert, and then if he gets lazy, you can catch him. So I would say good Matthysse. I like how Matthysse is also sliding and pushing Ruslan off a little bit. Good jabs, good use of the jabs. Good. But see, he got caught. Even though that left hook was dangerous, I think he should keep that right hand up higher because he had it by his cheekbone, but Ruslan threw that hook high and caught him. Good jab by Ruslan. And I think, like I said, I think Ruslan should be trying to attack that body, slow down Matthysse. And I would even say Matthysse himself is throw a couple body shots, slow down Ruslan himself too. Good hook. Good hard hook inside from Ruslan. So good. But in there, see, Matthysse is not punching. This is where Ruslan should be taking full advantage and work. Let his hands go. Matthysse is coming to you. If anything, if Ruslan doesn't feel good, he's getting smothered, take one small step back and then let your hands go. Like, he shouldn't be just letting Matthysse just smother him. Good uppercut from Matthysse. You can see Mathisse's good left hook again. That's why I keep saying that. Good overhand right from Ruslan. You can see Matthysse, like I said, was getting a little tired and getting a little sloppy with his punches. You can see now Matthysse is worried about that overhand right. He had that left hand up real high. And this is where I think Ruslan should be taking advantage of, like that. He should be letting his hands go just like that. And I think Matthysse, he needs to create a good overhand right. I was going to say he needs to take small step back, let his hands go where he could get full extension on his punches. So I gave that round 10-9 Ruslan. You can see Matthysse is trying to let his hands go. He's trying to keep a high work rate, but you can see he's getting a little sloppy because he's getting a little bit tired trying to keep the high work rate. And he was definitely landing some good hard shots and letting his hands go a lot, but I feel like the harder, more effective punches came from Ruslan. He was landing a lot more, and you could see at one point that he caught him with an overhand right on the inside, and then I believe Matthysse or Ruslan threw a hook or something, or I know that overhand right, and immediately Lucas Matthysse tied him up. You could see on his expression when he looked at the corner, he's breathing heavy, he's breathing out, so you can see he's getting tired. And this is where I would tell Ruslan, I'd be like, listen, look at him, he's getting tired, he's fatiguing, he's trying to hold more, he's trying to smother you. I would say take full advantage. Anytime he gets close, let your hands go. Hit him with body shots, uppercuts, let your hands go. And if he rushes you inside to smother you, you don't feel comfortable, take a small step back, like half an inch back, with step back or an inch, and then let your hands go. Create some room, let your hands go. Don't let him tie you up. I would say, no matter the moment you see those hands come out, take a step back, like a small step back, create that space and hit him, and then he backs up, you're back on that double jab. I would tell him, like, don't just sit there just waiting on him. Don't wait. Move your head. As you're moving your head, come forward, let your hands go. Come up with a hook, come up with that overhand right. I would tell, if I was in Lucas Mathisse's corner, I'd be like, listen, you're getting tired, don't get lazy. I'm like, your hand is here, you're good, basics, but he's coming up top trying to hit you with that left hook. I would say keep that hand up here, especially that overhand. He caught you a couple times. Don't keep that left hand up low here. I would say keep that up. Another thing I would tell him is like, all right, you're getting tired, that's fine, work your jab, keep him at distance. The moment he comes in and you can't move, tie up, slide in like you're doing, uppercuts, hit him with uppercuts, move inside, hit him with short shots, and then jab your way out. It could be any short shot, uppercut, but I would tell him mostly look for your uppercuts because Ruslan his head's right there. So hit an uppercut hook and get out, uppercut, and then jab your way out, or uppercut right hand, then jab your way out. I'll be like, or tie him up, but I'll be like, you don't have to move so much. Just take small steps, keep him at distance, hit him, and I would say, you can lower your punch output. You don't have to be throwing 6-7 punches. I'll be like, all right, try to hit him with 3 or 4. You know, keep him on the outside, fully extended, and then, you know, paw your jab on the outside as you're moving. Paw to see him at distance because he has to rush in. He's using his head movement. That's okay, but he's not punching off it. So use it. If you see him moving, take a step out, and while you're moving, catch your breath, and then if he tries to rush in, right hand, left hook, let it go, and then, you know, tie up and slide out or step around. But let's hop into round number 5 and see how that goes. Round number 5. You can see Matthysse is back on that jab. He's using his feet, trying to move around. Good uppercut from Matthysse. Ruslan should be trying to put that pressure on it. Behind the jab though. Yes, like that. But he stopped. He needs to punch in. If that jab lands, rip the body shot. Let his hands go. Good work. Good right hand on the inside from Ruslan. And that's what Ruslan needs to be doing. Slipping and countering. Matthysse needs to keep moving, but the moment he gets inside, use those uppercuts and attack the body. Slow down Ruslan too by banging that body. Don't let him just keep coming forward, walking in, throwing shots. Touch that body a little bit and get out. Like that. He shot a right hand and then finished with a left hook to body. And keep working that jab at distance. Keep Ruslan busy with something good, overhand and body shot. I think Matthysse needs to work the body a lot more and uppercuts. He needs to work uppercuts on the inside. Right there, like uppercuts. Both guys need to be working uppercuts, actually. It's there. The uppercuts are there for them. Especially, I say, for Matthysse, it's there for him because if he's tired, you know, he doesn't want to be in close. That's where Ruslan wants to be. But if he can keep hitting the uppercuts, he can make Ruslan a little hesitant when they get on the inside. But also, Ruslan should be using the uppercut because you see how Matthysse is trying to smother him. So lifting that uppercut will make Matthysse think about not being smothered. And guess what? He'll be trying to move or trying to hold, and that can open up a lot more for Matthysse or for Ruslan. Good movement from Matthysse. Good over right hands from both guys. See, Matthysse, and that's all he needs to do is keep pulling that jab, keep something in Ruslan's face, and keep him busy while he moves and catches his breath. But he needs to stay away from those ropes. But I would tell him, you know, after that right hand, he needs to go back with that left hook to the body or that left uppercut. Because Ruslan's starting to make that right hand miss. So he needs to start adding something to it. Or even shoot that right hand to the body. Good short right hook on the inside from Matthysse when they were in close. So, see, Matthysse, he's doing good with good right hand on the inside from Matthysse. But good jabs. Good jabs from Matthysse. Good combination. I gave that round 10-9 Lucas Matthysse. I thought that was a better round after the third and fourth round that he had. I think Ruslan kind of let him off the hook a little bit. I think hold on, let me get my Ruslan let him off the hook a little bit because he wasn't as punching, and you could see Lucas Matthysse was smothering a lot more and letting his hands go. Like he was letting his hands go, but he was landing cleaner shots and the eye-catching, the more effective shots, and he was moving. You could see Ruslan wasn't picking up his pace. Like for some reason, like he wasn't throwing like how he was throwing third, fourth round, catching, and he was kind of like waiting for Matthysse, especially when they got in close. And that's where I think Matthysse started taking advantage a lot more and got comfortable sitting in there and even trying to throw short shots inside. So if I was in Mathisse's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, you know, that was a good round. That was a better round, I should say. Not a good round. That was a better round. The two rounds we had. But it was a better round. When you get inside and you're in there, don't try to look for hooks. Uppercuts. I'll tell him uppercuts and start looking for body shots when you're in close. Slow him down. Make him hesitant of wanting to come forward or wanting to throw punches. Touch that body and then slide out. But I would tell him, slide out with your hands up, or go back with throwing a check hook or right hand and jab, or jab your way out, something. I would tell him. But I would tell him, take more advantage of why you're in the inside, sitting there. You want to win everything, not just outside. You don't want to win the outside exchanges, but win the inside exchanges, especially when rounds start getting closer and they're just sitting there, landing a couple uppercuts inside that lift up. That can be a game changer, or that can set up something big to have a big rally where you can win. So I would tell him, like, you know, when you're in close, uppercuts, and then finish to the body. Uppercuts, finish both sides to the body. And then if he's not punching, you could stay there, rest up, tie up, or, you know, jab your way out. But I would tell him, like, don't get so much where you're just trying to focus to the head. Touch the body and uppercuts. And then that's what I would tell him. It's like, also, if you're on fully range where you're missing that right hand, lift him up with uppercuts and then catch him with that second right hand. You can see that Matthysse is just trying to throw that right hand down, and Ruslan's either sliding back or he has his hands up where he's catching it. So I would say finish with an uppercut, lift him up, and then guess what? Land that second right hand. But if I was in Ruslan, I would tell him like, you took out your foot off the gas. He's inside a lot more. Take advantage. The moment he slides in, he's staying there. He's not holding. He's just trying to stay there and rest. I would say uppercuts, let your hands go. Uppercuts, body shots. Uppercuts to the body, slow him down. Hooks to the body, whatever. Keep banging his body. Make him where he doesn't want to use his legs no more, and he has to stay there in front of us. And I would tell him, lift him up with uppercuts. You're not hitting. When you're at distance, you can land, or like mid range, you can land your hooks and overhand rights. But when you're in close, you're not landing your hooks fully because he's trying to smother you. So lift him up with uppercuts, and take even a small step back as you're hitting him. Take a small step back where you can start ripping your hooks and overhand right that you want. But I would tell him like, get back, picking up your pressure, letting your hands go, and work that jab. When he's moving, jab him to the body, hard jabs to the body. I would just be like, nothing but hard jabs to the body, and then that would set up that one. It would tire him out, but hard jabs to the body. But that would set up that overhand right that he wants. So I'd be like, keep banging him to the body, nothing but body, and that's gonna let the headshots come, especially for that overhand right. But let's hop in round number 6 and see how that goes. All right, round number 6. See. Matthysse is back on his jab, working the hook. Ruslan needs to pick up that pressure and come forward, moving his head, working that stiff jab to the body. Matthysse, good. Matthysse shouldn't be leaning forward like that. He should be bending his knees. And see how Ruslan took small jab back? That was good, but he should have let a right hand or hook go. And he's trying to let his hands go now. Good hook inside from Ruslan. Good jab from Ruslan. He shouldn't be staying there. Good uppercut from Matthysse. He needs to work. Take full advantage. Every time they get him close, he needs to take advantage. Because see, Matthysse is trying to move, so he needs to punch and step with Matthysse. Good 1, 2, 3 from Matthysse. And he needs to work that body. Like slide right there. His hands are free. Attack that body. Good overhand from Matthysse. Good jab from Ruslan. Good jab from Matthysse. Good right hook to the body from Ruslan. Matthysse is back to moving around, and this is what Matthysse wants. He just keep popping that jab in small steps like that. Just step, boom, and then tie up. And the only thing I would say Matthysse should do is try to step to the side, like around, so he can get back in the middle of the ring where he has more of the ring that he can move around and use. Good, but I would say I think Matthysse should start trying to throw quick right uppercuts. Good left hook to the head and body. So what I mean is like when he's working the jab and Ruslan starts getting in close, shoot that right uppercut inside quick and then get out. Because the only reason I say that, because you see how some of those right hands are missing. I think if he would change it up and shoot in the uppercuts, he'll catch. He tried it right there. Good body shot. I think he'll catch Ruslan a lot more, and then could catch him with a hook right off that. And Ruslan, that was good uppercut from Matthysse. But Ruslan is not punching off that. He's using his head movement, but he's waiting till Matthysse stops punching. And this is where he's getting outworked. And he's getting tagged, taking a lot of shots. He shouldn't do that. Like, he should be trying to counter slide in with punches like that, how he slid in that uppercut, good hook. Like, he should be trying to do that, catch him in between shots and even let his hands go. But he's headhunting too much. I think he should throw like a quick shot to the head and then rip the body, or even rip the body and then come up with a hard hook up top. Good 1-2 from Matthysse. Matthysse did really, really good in this round. That was time. So I gave that 10-9, Lucas Matthysse. And you can see that Matthysse is landing the cleaner, harder, effective shots. He's letting his hands go, and he's pretty much controlling the ring generalship. Like, he's moving where he wants to, and that's real good. That's kind of one thing that people ignore, is ring generalship. He's moving where he wants to go. He's not letting Ruslan push him into the ropes, and if they do, he ties up. But like that round, I think he came close, but he didn't touch the ropes. Like, he's moving in, where he wants to go. Like, he's controlling the ring, and I think Matthysse won that round. But Ruslan is just just sitting there, just waiting on him. Weaving. Yeah, he may be catching some shots on his glove, but he's not countering. Or if he does, there was a few times he just countered with one big shot and then that was it. No, like he should be trying to throw, like, for example, if that hook missed, he should try to shoot a right hand to the body, or he should be trying to hit the body, then come up top. Not just waiting for one shot or waiting until Matthysse gets done punching and then coming after him. That's why I think he lost that round, is because he let Matthysse outwork him and he tried countering. And guess what? While he was waiting for Matthysse just kept letting his hands go. And I think they put it up, and at the time on the bottom it said like Matthysse landed 40 shots while Ruslan landed 6. It's like, you can't let, especially a power puncher like that, even though he's moving, I know he's sitting down on some of his shots, you can't let someone outwork you like that and expect to win the round or even win the fight. So if I was in Matthysse's corner, I would tell him, keep doing what you're doing. Keep boxing, moving, control. That was a very good round. The only thing I would say change up is you're working the jab. You're trying to shoot that right hand and you're missing because he's sliding out or he's, has his guard up. I would say try to use the jab and start sliding the uppercut. But I would tell him, if you throw that right uppercut, don't get lazy because he's looking for that hook. Throw that right uppercut and then hook. Finish with the hook. But the moment you get done with that right uppercut, that hand comes right back up here. So in case he throws it, that glove catches. Don't stay here, don't be here, and definitely don't be here. Keep that hand up high because Ruslan is headhunting and he's looking for those big left hooks and overhands. But I would tell him that uppercut, hook, and after you hit that hook, start stepping around or even take a step back and then paw back with your jab. But I would tell him, like, try to use that right uppercut a lot more. Or even, that right uppercut, and if he's still down there, lift him up with another left uppercut and finish with a right hand. I would tell him, but start incorporating more uppercuts, and then just keep doing what you jab, moving around, jab. Just keep it simple. Keep the fight real simple. If I was in Ruslan, I'd be like, Ruslan, you're losing. You lost that round because you let the man outwork you. Work your jab, stiff, hard jabs to the body, and then to help set you with that overhand right or jab to the body and then come up with a hard hook to the head. I'd be like, you have to work the body, attack the body, stop headhunting so much. And the biggest thing I would tell him is stop trying to wait for him to stop punching. He's not stop punching. He's letting his hands go. You have to counter. Even don't just counter with one big shot. You miss, like for example, you miss that hook, go with a right hand to the body, hooks to the body, and then come up to the head. Or you miss that hook, shoot a right hand, and then go back with a power jab to the body. Something to push Matthysse back into the ropes. And even if you're not in the ropes, still something to land, to wear him down, to slow him down, so we can get him in the second half of the fight. But let's hop into round number 7 and see how that goes. Round number 7. Matthysse coming out, letting his hands go right away. And Ruslan should be wanting, like if Matthysse wants to sit there and exchange, Ruslan should take advantage, block, roll, and let his hands go as well. Don't let Matthysse just keep punching, because he's not moving, he's staying right there, he's there to be hit, so he should be using his head movement and letting his hands go. Good body shot from Matthysse. I think Matthysse, by him standing there, it's a little risky for Matthysse. I think he's trying to, maybe try to push the fight where he can try to stop Ruslan or hurt him where he can back him up where he doesn't have to keep moving so much. Like I think he's trying to stand his ground a little bit more. And right now it's paying off for Matthysse, but he should be careful because Ruslan, he still has power. You never want to get good body shot from Ruslan. You never want to fall asleep on Ruslan because he definitely has a lot of power. Good one too. And you can see Matthysse slowly trying to step and move, because I think that body shot had a little bit of effect, like he felt it. Good hook from Matthysse. And you see, Ruslan weaved it, but then he tried to come, he didn't do nothing, and then tried to throw a hook a little too late. He should have weaved him and attacked that body right away. There you go. See, let your hands go. But you see, that's what I was talking about. He's waiting for Matthysse to stop punching, and then he's gonna let his hands go. And that's why he's getting outworked right now. He's waiting, and Matthysse, all Matthysse do is letting his hands go and then moving. Letting his hands go, moving, or he'll let his hands go and smother him. And you can't wait on someone like that. So, good right hand from Matthysse. And that overhand right missed, but Ruslan should have shot to the body right afterwards. And Matthysse is moving. I was going to say he should be jabbing or pawing with his jab, just to see, keep something in Ruslan's face and see what Ruslan's looking for. Good jab from Matthysse. And Matthysse is back on the movement. Good right hand to the body, but Ruslan should not have pulled out. He should have went inside. By him pulling out, he got caught with a couple shots. Because remember, Ruslan has the shorter arm, so he needs to be going on the inside. Good try from Ruslan, but once again, he's headhunting. He needs to attack that body. Good work from Matthysse. He's tying up but trying to work, so the referee won't be warning him a lot for the holding. Good defense, footwork from Matthysse. You can see Matthysse is just waiting now, just because he knows that Ruslan's looking for that overhand, so he's just trying to catch his breath. So, there we go. I gave that 10-9, Lucas Matthysse. Once again, it's because Matthysse is winning because he's letting his hands go. That round, though, I think he was standing his ground more because I think he was trying to either stop Ruslan or hurt him where he could stop him or something. He was trying to like sit down to let Ruslan know like you can't just keep coming forward. Like I'm gonna stand my ground. And you could see like he was sitting there trying to trade or a little bit more, like let his hands go. And Ruslan kind of stayed back and just didn't punch enough. But then, you know, when Ruslan did hit him with that body shot, you could see that hook to head and then went to the body. You could see that it caught Matthysse, and then he started trying to move around a little bit more. Not as much. He was still trying to stand his ground, but then you could see like he was trying to move, tie up. And this is why I keep saying that Ruslan needs to go to the body because he hits hard. He gave Timothy Bradley a concussion when he fought. He swelled up Chris Algieri's eye that where months later he still had long effects of that fight, because if you remember that fight, his eye was swollen shut like this with a huge lump, black and blue. And then like months later, like he still had black, even when it swelled down, he still had black and blues right there from that fight. That's what I'm saying. Ruslan has, even when in fights he loses, he leaves like, it's crazy how powerful his punches are because he leaves long lasting effects to you. Even Herrera beat him and his eyes were black and blue and swollen and everything. Like Ruslan has that power. That's why I keep saying he's headhunting too much. He needs to focus to that body, channel all that power to the body. Then when it'll slow Lucas Matthysse down, then he'll be able to come up top and then rip those shots and then hurt Matthysse because he buzzed him with that overhand right. He that left hook, you can see, bothered Matthysse. He has the power, but if he just wears him down, or they can sit there and exchange, or you know Matthysse is tired, guess what? The power shots will have a lot more effect and wear down Matthysse in the long run. But I think if I was in Lucas Mathisse's corner, I would tell him keep doing what you do. The only thing is I would tell him is if you're gonna stand your ground, let your hands go. You have to be cautious. He's looking for two punches, that left hook, that big left hook, and that overhand right. I would say if you stand your ground, make sure you're fully extended here. They're not here punching where you're hitting them. If you're here, you're hitting them and your arms are bent, take a step back and then get back where you fully extend your arms. So I would say, and give me a little bit more head movement. I would say head movement if you're going to stand your ground. Don't sit there making it easy where he slips and catches you. Hit, move that head. Move that head. I would just tell him if you're gonna stand your ground, head movement, and those hands gotta stay up. Not here, because he's aiming up top. He's aiming at this part right here. I'm talking about Ruslan. He's aiming high, so those hands need to be way up here. Now, if I was Ruslan, I'd be like, listen, Ruslan, you're letting this man outwork you. We have to pick up the pace of the fight. You can't just sit there, just let your hands go. He throws punches. If you don't feel like countering, take a step back out of range. Don't just sit there trying to roll or catch it with your face. I would say take a step back and then begin working. Or weave, counter him in between shots and rip that body. I would tell him, tag the body nonstop. You have to wear him down because you see he's moving. Hit him to the body, wear his body down. Then you can attack all you want to the head when he's worried and focused on that body and he's slowed down. But you have to work power jabs. Even if you don't jab to the body, power jabs up top and then immediately rip to the body after that. And then you can go to the head. But stop trying to headhunt with one or two shots. Mostly one. Let your hands go. Let your hands go. And I would tell him, cut the ring off. Cut the ring off on the man. He's moving, cut the ring off. Make the ring smaller and push forward. But let's hop in round number 8 and see how that goes. Round number 8. can see Ruslan trying to come out. See, like that, Matthysse trying to come forward and stepping back. That's a lot better than just sitting there taking punches. Ruslan needs to be working his jab, though. He needs to be jabbing his way in. And besides, the jab also, what not only does it hides his other punches, and it helps Ruslan get in the cover distance where he can get closer to land that overhand right. I know it wasn't fully effective, but if that jab is working, he can fully get leverage on that overhand right. Good jabs from Matthysse. So you can see, like right here, like if Ruslan, good overhand right. But I was gonna say, when they're sitting here doing nothing, that favors Matthysse, because guess what? This is where he can recover, catch his breath. This is why I think Ruslan should be trying to pick up the pressure and let his hands go. Force Matthysse to fight. Good overhand. He's definitely landing that overhand right a lot more in this round. But he needs to keep doing that. Take that jab away. But I think he'll have a lot more success if he's jabbing too, because guess what? It'll keep Lucas Matthysse off guard, especially if he jabs to the body, because Matthysse will focus that jab to the body where he can sneak in that overhand right. That's why I think Ruslan, even though he's the shorter fighter with the shorter arms, he definitely should be working his jab, because the jab still helps you in many ways. And you can see that Matthysse is just trying to catch him right now. He's just trying to wait and work his jab in between. Like right here, like that. See, Matthysse shouldn't have jabbed in. He should just fully extend the paw like that. See, to see the distance, keep the distance. Because remember, he's got 2.5 reach, longer arms. So that's 2.5 reach that he can hit Ruslan, and Ruslan can't hit him. So he should just fully extend his arms and let his hands go. And then Ruslan, even if Ruslan counters, he has to come forward. So guess what? You can see that, catch him, or even take a step back. Good hook from Ruslan, but he's keeping his head just in one spot. He moves, he should keep that head moving. When Matthysse punches, don't just stay there. Move while he's punching and then try to counter right off that. Like there, okay? Those weren't hard punches, but he should try to like let his hands go and then sit on a hard shot right after that. And he shouldn't be trying to headhunt, because you see how he headhunts and Matthysse slides in right in, trying to smother his punches, Ruslan's punches. So that's why he needs to be attacking that body and uppercuts. So Ruslan did try to pick up the pace, but I still felt that was a Lucas Matthysse round. So I'm scoring that 10-9 Lucas Matthysse. Like I was saying, like even though Ruslan has the short arms, he needs to jab. The jab has many benefits. If he throws a hard jab, that's slowly touching. If he jabs to the body of Matthysse, it can wear Matthysse down. Jab, even though he's shorter, by him jabbing to the body, it can distract where Matthysse is looking at him, but then focusing on that jab to the body. And guess what? He can throw that overhand right. Or that jab is just to keep him busy, keep his hands here to see while he's blinding him, and then he could rip to body, overhand hook. You see what I'm saying? The jab has many effects, and like as Coach Peak says, it's your bread and butter. Your jab is your bread and butter, so you can use it many different ways. And that's why I keep saying Ruslan needs to be jabbing, not just trying to look for the big overhand right all the time. Yes, he did catch Matthysse a couple times landing that overhand right, but then he didn't work off that. I believe if he would have jabbed and then thrown it, and even then when Matthysse jabs, keep countering like how he was, he would have had a bigger impact and maybe made Matthysse more hesitant, like I don't think I should try to throw that jab, or focusing on that overhand right. You see what I'm saying? Now guess what? You're making Matthysse cautious, and like you're taking one of his best weapons, that jab he's been using all night. You're taking that away, and now you're helping yourself in the fight. So, but if I was in Lucas Mathisse's corner, I would just tell him like, hey, be careful. He's looking for that overhand right a little bit more. As soon as you get done jabbing, bring that thing back to your face. And if he throws that overhand right, I would normally say counter with a hook, but I would say keep that here, slide that uppercut right in, because he's leaning forward with that. So I'd say block, catch him with that right uppercut, and finish with a hook like that. But I would tell him, don't just blocking quick, I would say sit on that. Sit on a hard hook and finish. Hard uppercut and then finish with a hard left hook. Make him not want to throw that right hand. And if he does it, he's going to pay a price for that. But I would tell him, keep doing what you're doing. Boxing, moving around. And when he punches, keep smothering. The only thing I would just tell him, little uppercuts inside and then turn him. But if I was a Ruslan, I'd be like, listen, that was good. You were countering him with those overhand rights. But don't just, that's it. Counter and then work that body, or counter, come up with a big left hook to the head. I would tell him, don't just depend on one Hail Mary shot to land and then expect him to fall. I'd be like, break him down. Let your hands go. You have power, so rip those hard shots and then also work your jab. Hide that. Use that jab to hide that overhand right, because he's seeing that overhand right for the most part. Yes, you caught him a couple times, but it would be a lot easier if you work in that jab and then shoot that overhand right where he can't see it. And I would tell him, I'd keep telling him, uppercuts. When he tries to smother you inside, uppercuts, because you're trying to hook, but he sees your punches coming out a little wide, so he's sliding in, and guess what? You're not getting the full impact of your punches. So I'll say uppercuts, and then you can rip your hooks. But let's hop into round number 9 and see how that goes. All right, both guys in the middle of the ring. We're in round number 9. Good jab to the body from Ruslan. Good jab. And that's what he needs to do, is let that jab go. Good hook, good counter hook. See, counter in between the shots and tag that body. Good right hand to the body. Good defense from Ruslan. Good, but don't just keep pulling straight back. He needs to stay right there. When he's slipping, stay slipping, weaving, and try to get in closer. Don't pull straight back. That's how he got caught with the jab. You can see Matthysse is just wanting to box, move around. Good body shot from Ruslan. Oh, it was a little low. Sorry. Good jab from Matthysse. See, and that's why Ruslan's trying to jump in with that big hook, and Matthysse caught him with a jab. That's why I'm saying, like, Matthysse can see that coming. That's why he needs to hide it behind punches, especially behind the jab. Good jab. You can see Matthysse is just sitting back this round. You can see it's like kind of like him just sitting back and letting Ruslan come to him, and he's just trying to counter a lot more in this round. So he's not trying to overexert himself. He's just sitting back trying to counter. I'm talking about Matthysse. He's using this round like a recovery round, like he's tired a little bit. Good body shot from Ruslan. So he's just sitting back, letting Ruslan try to do all the work and then counter. So I think Ruslan needs to pick up the pace a little bit more, but behind the jab, pick that pace up. Because you can see Matthysse is not really throwing his combos. Like, he's just trying to throw a lot more jabs this round. He's just jabbing. See, like, he's not trying to throw that right hand. He's just sitting back trying to work his jab. You can see, like, this is, like I said, this is like a round that he's trying to cover, rest up, but without letting Ruslan know that he's tired. Good jab. See how that jab to body and left hook landed from Ruslan? That's why I keep saying he needs to work that jab. Okay, and I like that he's trying doubling up, but he should be trying to punch once the jab lands, or a good combination from Ruslan. Or I was gonna say, once even if the jab don't land, as long as it gets you close in range, then you can rip your shots from Ruslan. That's what he needs to do. Good overhand from Ruslan. Good hook to the body from Matthysse. Good jabs from Matthysse. Good combination from Ruslan. Good jabs from Matthysse. Good left hook from Ruslan. Ooh, good left hook. Good flurry. Good work from both guys. So this round, I know people are probably going to jump up and probably say, oh, hold on, let me explain. This one is a swing round for me, and this is where I say, like, people can jump up and may argue or anything, but let me explain first. I can see a case being made for Ruslan, because Ruslan was letting his hands go, especially towards the end. He started landing some good hard shots and, you know, power shots. So they're going to say Ruslan won that one. But the reason I say it's a swing round, because the majority of the rounds, you could see Matthysse was winning with the jab. He literally was winning basically the whole round with just the jab. Yeah, he threw a few power shots here and there, but mostly it was jabs. And they weren't just jabs. They were good, hard, stiff power jabs. They was landing. Yeah, he landed a couple like here, but he was also landing where it was backing up Ruslan. And this is where I say it's a swing round. Many people might not think, but you know, for me, like, I'm making the case because me personally, I feel Matthysse won that round just on the jab. Like, I feel like he was winning. It was an effective jab. It wasn't just like jabs like this. It was jabs that was snapping Ruslan's head back. It was making Ruslan go back, and it was, you know, you could see Ruslan wasn't like rushing in or anything. It wasn't like, you know, no pity pat jabs, because I'm pretty sure if it was just jabs like this, he would have came inside and let his hands go. But you could see like he was respecting those jabs, like, yo, those are hard jabs, and he was trying to move a lot more, block, or, you see what I'm saying? So I feel like those jabs played a huge factor with Matthysse winning, and it was like a recovery round. Like I was saying, he was just waiting for Ruslan to come in and just catch him, pop, hard jab, pop, hard jab. Like you saw, well, it was hard to see because Mathisse's back was to camera, but Ruslan jumped for that hook, and Matthysse caught him a hard jab that made him stop. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, me personally, I feel it's a 10-9 for Lucas Matthysse, because he controlled the fight with the jab, a clean, effective, hard jab. And I think, you know, a lot of people get caught up with landing the harder shots, who landed the harder shots, who landed the faster combination, who outlanded who, you see what I'm saying? But sometimes they forget, like, you can win a round just on a jab, and that's what I felt Matthysse did, was win a round just on his jab. Like I said, it was a clean, hard, effective jab. But then again, like I said, I can flip it, and I'll see, I know a lot of people will jump up like Ruslan won because he landed harder power shots, but, you know, like, and like I said, I can see it being made. He let his hands go, he was ripping and everything. But like I said, Matthysse won on a clean jab. He won majority of the rounds, and, you know, Matthysse had Ruslan had a big rally at the last 10 seconds. And they had a nice combination before that. So that's just me personally. I'm just letting you guys know, but I can see if you guys are jumping up and like Ruslan won that round, I can see that. But I'm just explaining why I felt Lucas Matthysse won that round for me. But if I was going to Lucas Mathisse's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, good use of your jab. You had him controlled. I'd be like, keep doing that. If you're tired, work stiff, hard jabs. And I would just tell him, after those jabs, give me one right hand. You don't have to flurry. Shoot a power shot right off that right hand, or that left hook, or even an uppercut. Give me something. Like I said, just as you keep wearing that jab, boom, and then land a hard right hand, hard uppercut, and then back on that jab. I'll be like, just so make sure we win these rounds confidently, and no one can say without a doubt that we lost the round. And I would tell him, like, listen, also when you land that jab, notice, watch him. He's back, or he'll stay right there. I would say jab, slide in, body shot. I would say slide in with the body shot, and then get back on the outside and move. But that's what I tell him, like, keep the fight real simple. Don't try to go too crazy. Especially if we're heading into the last 3 rounds, I'm like, we're winning the fight. Keep the fight simple. Just keep working that jab. Like I said, give me something, a body shot or that right hand right afterwards. If I was on Ruslan, I'd be like, listen, we gotta go. We gotta knock him down, or we gotta start going for that knockout. We have to put the pressure on him. Listen, he was just working his jab. You work your jab too. Work it, catch his jab. Don't let, if he's jabbing, catch his jab and use a power jab to get your way on the inside, or catch with your hand, your lead hand, and shoot that right hand or overhand right, and then back him up and then push him on the ropes where you can start letting your hands go. But I was like, you have to work. You can't sit there and wait. He was just jabbing you that whole round. You got to take his jab away and then start backing him up and bang the body. But I would say catch your jab with him, or catch, shoot that overhand right, and keep moving forward. I would say don't take a backward step. Keep moving forward, but not just here. Head movement and punching off your head movement. You have to push him back. You have to wear his body down, and then immediately tap the body, come up top. If you swing to the head, immediately touch the body. You have to do that. You can't just look for just body or just head. You have to attack both body, head, or body. But let's hop into the 10th round, see how that goes. 10th round, Matthysse moving around. Ruslan trying to work that jab. And there you go. He's trying to punch you, get inside. That's what he should have been doing earlier. But he can't just keep his head there. Good. I like how he turned as well. Good work inside from both guys. Good jabs from Matthysse. Matthysse is just keeping that distance, and Ruslan needs to get in a little bit closer. But I don't think Ruslan should have pulled straight back. Even though Matthysse was low, he should have tried to change the angle, step around. Good. But he landed a right hand to the body, but there you go. Let his hands go. I was going to say Ruslan landed a right hook to right hand to body, but didn't do nothing off that. He should have let his hands go right after that. Good left hook inside from Matthysse. Uppercuts. Both guys should be throwing uppercuts. I don't feel like both guys have thrown enough uppercuts on the inside. And I think if they would have thrown more uppercuts, I think it would have changed the game, the fight, for either whoever was throwing more uppercuts. Because it's there. The uppercuts are there. Good. See how Ruslan, by using his jab, was able to get inside and let his hands go a little bit more? And that's what I'm saying that Ruslan should have been doing. He can't just walk in. See, Matthysse caught him with the right hand. He's walking his way on the inside. Good body shot from Matthysse. That was back of the head. Matthysse. Good body shot from Ruslan. Good defense from Ruslan. And he's good overhand. See that uppercut? He threw an uppercut and then overhand. That's what I'm saying. That uppercut's right there to be thrown, and it will help whoever can throw it. Help them out to set other combinations. Good head movement. You can see, I like how Ruslan's putting the pressure on a lot more coming forward, but he just needs to move his head. And then see, cut the ring off. He was doing good, but then he good left hook. Ruslan can't just walk in. He needs to be coming forward with some head movement and then letting his hands go. And body, he should be trying to, right there, he's got a little space, work that body. He should be trying to work the body. Try with that overhand right. He should be jabbing coming forward, but not just one jab, double it. Matthysse holding. Good overhand right from Ruslan to end the round. That was a much better round, I feel, from Ruslan, and I gave him that round 10-9 for Ruslan. But see how him using his jab a lot more helped him? By him just using that jab a little bit more helped him get in closer and let his hands go a little bit more. And that's what I was saying in the earlier part of the fight, and pretty much this whole fight, is he needs to be working that jab a lot more. It would have a lot more benefit. And also uppercuts, because you saw there was one exchange. He threw uppercut and hit him with the overhand right, and that's what I kept saying. Both guys, if they would use the uppercut, it would help them a lot more to throw more combinations, especially with the power they have to sit on an uppercut. Uppercuts are one of the less thrown punches, but especially on the inside, if you sit on it, whew, you can do a lot of damage with it. And that's why I think both guys should have been trying to implement more uppercuts, especially Ruslan. With him wanting to be on the inside, he should be trying to use more of those uppercuts. But I felt Ruslan won that round. He landed cleaner, harder shots, and you could see that they were moving Matthysse a lot more in that round, and he definitely picked up the pace and was putting the pressure, and he was controlling the ring more because he was putting Matthysse in the corners, backing him up, and you could see Matthysse was trying to, stop him by holding him a lot more. So I feel like Ruslan won that round. If I was in Ruslan, I'd be like, a lot better round. That was better, but keep working your jab and uppercuts. Throw more uppercuts inside. I'd be like, listen, if you're gonna headhunt, you got to throw your uppercuts in the inside, because the hooks and your overhand are not landing as much or as effectively because he's trying to smother you. So lift him up with those uppercuts, then you can rip your shots and land them cleanly. I was like, you did it one time, the uppercut overhand right, it landed perfectly. Keep doing that, more uppercuts, and sit on those uppercuts hard as you can. I would even say mix it up, uppercut rip to the body, uppercut hook, uppercut overhand right. Like, keep mixing it up, but work that jab. Another thing is, don't just walk forward. You got hit coming forward, use your head movement as you come forward. Use your head movement and then work your way on the inside like that. But Matthysse, I would tell him, but like, listen, if he's jabbing you, catch his jab, shoot a hard jab, or throw a right hand, counter his jab with your right hand and lift him up with an uppercut. Don't let him out jab you. We were good winning the round by jabbing. Don't let this man out jab you. Control him with that jab. And he starts jabbing, guess what? Catch, hook, catch, jab, or shoot that slip, shoot that right hand, do something. Take away his jab where he's just trying to rush in, where we can just pick him apart. And I would say also, if he gets in close inside with you, touch that body and then spin out. Touch the body or hit him a uppercut, hook, get out. Don't just sit there and let his hands go, because you see he's trying to pick up the pressure and let his hands go a lot more. I would say, nah, get in, smother him, uppercuts, hooks, uppercuts, right hand, and get out, or even uppercuts, body shot. Make him hesitant, slow him down, so he doesn't finish strong in these last 2 rounds. But let's hop in the 11th round and see how that goes. All right, 11th round. See Matthysse is on the move. He's trying to move. See, this is where, yep, Ruslan needs to, I was going to say, he needs to jab and work his way on the inside. Because you can see Matthysse is just trying to move. So he needs to jab and get inside and work. But not headhunt. He's headhunting too much. He needs to work that body. Work the body, then come up top. Or if he misses to the head, rip to the body immediately. Don't just look for the head only. Good body shot from Matthysse. Good hook. See Matthysse is trying to move. But Ruslan should have took a step back and shot a right hand left uppercut, or took a step back uppercuts, just to not let Matthysse hold him, because Matthysse is just hitting, he's just moving, he's trying to slow down the clock, and you know, not get in range where Ruslan could let his hands go. Good body shot from Ruslan, but good straight combination from Matthysse. There's a tape issue. But yeah, Ruslan has to let his jab go, but if he heads to the head and he misses, whether he misses or lands, he needs to rip the body right away. I would prefer him work jab, attack the body, and then come to the head, because guess what? It's going to drop Matthysse's hand and leave the body open. And also, it's going to make him tired where he doesn't want to move around as much. Or if he does move, he's not as fast as fluid because he's tired and fatigued. You can see that they're taking long with the scissors to cut that, and the referee's getting a little mad. Here comes Ruslan. You can see that he's jabbing a lot more. Look how he's having more success with that. Good uppercut. See, I was saying the uppercuts, if whoever threw it would have effect, and you can see it's helping Ruslan. Good, but he should try to rip that over. He missed that overhand right. He should have ripped the left hook to the body. I'm talking about Ruslan. Good left hook. You can see it hurt. It hurt Matthysse, and that's why I kept saying he needs to have that right hand up here, because Ruslan aims high with that left hook, and Ruslan needs to take advantage and let his hands go. And when Matthysse comes inside to hold him, he needs to shoot uppercuts right there. Uppercuts to the head, to the body. Don't let him hold you. Push him off, or if he tries uppercuts to the head, to the body, and then let your hands go. You see, yep, see Matthysse's trying to move. He's still hurt. That's why Ruslan needs to pick up the pace and attack the body. Keep hitting to the head, but also to the body. Slow down the legs so he can't move. Good overhand. But he needs to work that jab to set that overhand up. He's just trying to throw it, and that's why you saw Matthysse lean back. Good, but he needs to work in there. Matthysse, I'm not talking about me. Ruslan, he needs to work in there. Uppercuts. I would say uppercut, left uppercut, overhand right. It's right there for him. And then, yes, he turned him, and now, yes, that's exactly what he needs to do. Put that pressure again. Good overhand right, but he needs to put that pressure on him again. Good. But he needs to work the jab. Like, don't give Matthysse a break. You see Matthysse is just backing up. He's catching his breath. That's where that jab comes in, especially jab to the body. You know, wear him down, get his hands focused down here, and then come up with that overhand right. But that was a 10-9 for Ruslan. he hurt, wobbled, and you could see that Matthysse was just pretty much at survival mode, in the sense like he was just trying to move, like he really wasn't trying to punch. He's just trying to kill that clock because he got wobbled, and he was just trying to hurt. I mean, he was hurt and he was just trying to hold. So at the 12th final round, I'll tell Ruslan, be like, listen, you hurt him, you got to jump on him right away. Immediately go work in your jab to the body, and then come up with that overhand right, touch the body, and then come up with a hook to the head. I'll be like, you have to pressure, cut the ring off, and force. Don't let him tie you up. The moment he tries to reach for you, short uppercuts inside, hard uppercuts, and rip a hook to the head or that overhand right. But I'll be like, don't let him hold you. Take a step back if you need to. But I would like, put the pressure on him. We have to get him out of here. Drop him or get him out of here. We need one or the other. Lucas Matthysse, I'll be like, listen, jab and move. Hit the quick combination, move. Do not sit there and try to trade with him. I'll be like, use your legs this round. He gets close, tie him up, and then get out. Do not stay on the ropes. You have to work that jab. Constantly work that jab. Hard right hand, then move. Immediately move. I'll be like, this 12th round, he's gonna come out strong. Work your jab and move. Move. Sit on your shots. If you get in close, uppercut, hook, get out. Don't sit there and try to trade with him. Don't not give him no chance. Hold him as much as you can this round. Wear that clock out. But this 12th and final round, let's hop in and see how it goes. Here we go, 12th and final round. The referee's making them touch gloves. They hug it out. Let's go. We can see Ruslan's coming out swinging, and Matthysse is just trying to jab, move. He's trying to move. So he's trying to hold it. I don't think Ruslan should let Matthysse hold. Like, yes, he let his hands get free. Attack that body, come up top. He should be moving his head. Try to move the head. Don't let Matthysse just keep punching you. Even if it's not hard shots, still move your head and then counter. Land your big shots. So Ruslan should be trying to jab his way too. Use his head movement and jab his way in, and then set that overhand right up. Or even throw a right hand to the body to set up that big left hook that he hurt Matthysse in the 11th round. Jeez, I don't know why it took me so hard. It took hard. I can't even talk right now. So good right hand, but he should have right hand and come up top with the left hook. You see, Matthysse is just trying to wind that clock down. Move, hold, push off, and let a quick combo. Like, he's not trying to engage. He's just trying to move. And this is where Ruslan got to take full advantage. Good right hand. He needs to be working that jab and then try to set that overhand right up. Good. Ruslan, that was good that he stepped back, but he should have he missed that overhand. He should have shot a jumping left hook or jab his way in. Just keep that pressure on Matthysse. Good. Ruslan's trying to let his hands go, but he shouldn't be trying to tie up with Matthysse. He should be trying to push off or even hit in there. If he can't push Matthysse off, let his hands go still in the inside. Ruslan needs to be working that power jab to the body. Good right hand, but he needs to come up with that left hook. He's looking for that overhand right. It's landing, but he needs to be trying to. If he lands that right hand to the body, he needs to come up with a hook after that, because that's what hurt Matthysse, was that left hook. He needs to go back to that. Good right hand to the body. And you can see Matthysse is just moving. He doesn't want to engage, and this is why I said Ruslan needs to pick up the pressure and let his hands go. He's waiting. He shouldn't be trying to wait for Matthysse, because this is they feel like Matthysse feels like he won this fight, so he's just trying to survive right now. That's why Ruslan needs to put that pressure on him to make sure he wins this round and win it big. You can see, like, Matthysse, he's not engaged. He's just moving. And time. That was a good fight. I gave that one round 10-9 Ruslan, because I feel like he finished strong with his pressure, his power shots. He was landing the harder, cleaner, effective punches, but I felt like Ruslan won that round. But I'm gonna go tally up my scorecard, guys. We're gonna hear how the judges had it, and then I'll let you know how I had it. Well, yeah, we're gonna hear the judge first, then I'll let you know how I had it. Also, let me know in the comments below how did you score this fight.
About 114 a draw. Overruled by judges Glenn Feldman and John McKay, who have the bout 115-113 for your winner by majority decision, Lucas
I agree with the two judges. I had it 115-113 for Lucas Matthysse, but I'm not mad at the judge that had it a draw for who had it a draw, to be honest with you, because it was a close fight that I think could have gone either way pretty much, or even a draw, because like, for example, like that 9th round, like how I explained to you guys, that for me was a swing round. If I would have gave that round to Ruslan, it would have been a draw. But like, this was a really, really good fight, man. I remember it being a good fight, but I didn't remember it was being this good. Like, I just remember Matthysse outboxing Ruslan. But I'm happy you guys picked this fight, because it was great to watch it again. And like I said, it was a close fight. I could see a draw. I could see 115-113 Lucas Matthysse. I can even see an argument being made, probably for Ruslan 115-113. But I had Lucas, like I said, I had him winning. It was a really good fight. I think, if Ruslan, if he would have just jabbed more and, let his combinations go more and not be outworked, especially early on by Matthysse, I think he could have pulled away with a win. But it was a really good fight. Both guys displayed iron chins. Like, it was funny as if after this fight, I remember reading Ruslan said that he at one point in the fight, he said he was knocked out standing up. Like, he said that's the hardest he ever been hit. And I'm pretty sure likewise, like, Matthysse, it's probably the hardest he's ever been hit as well, because Ruslan has some really heavy hands heavy hands. So, but it was a really good fight, guys. Let me know in the comments below, how did you score the fight? Do you think it was a draw? Do you think Matthysse won? Do you think Ruslan, like, and I don't think it's controversial, because like I said, it could have been a fight that either one won, like either guy. It was that close, and that they were going back and forth at it. But I really enjoyed it, guys. As check my other on my playlist, my other fight breakdowns, and let me know on Instagram when I post more. Let me know what other fights you would like to see me break down. But this was a lot of fun. Until next time, guys, this is Castigador. I'll see you.